little stuck creatively? Well, these 5 simple sketchbook prompts are perfect for getting back into the flow. They're quick, fun, and great for any level of sketcher. Plus, they're also based on how I teach within my workshops, online courses, and sketching retreats. So my name is Susan and I'm an artist and author and online tutor. I love sketching nature and I do this a lot in my recent sketchbooks. So let's dive in and I'll show you some of these simple techniques. Okay, so for my first nature sketching idea, we're calling this the 2-minute leaf. So what you need to do is nip outside and find yourself a leaf to draw. Now, I personally do this all the time, and I have a number of leaves pressed within the pages of my sketchbooks. It's just something that I do if I see a little leaf that I'm interested in or curious about. I pop it in my sketchbook and just leave it there, almost forget about it to dry. Then when I open my sketchbook, these leaves kind of fall out and I've got them there to sketch. So what you need to do then is grab your leaf, set a timer for 2 minutes, take a pencil and just draw that leaf. Sketch quickly, don't rub anything out at all, just draw what you see. Now, drawing something really quickly in pencil, and especially something simple like a leaf, it helps to build up your powers of observation. And with it being a relatively quick drawing, just 2 minutes, it's going to loosen up your drawing. You've got to go relatively quickly. You can't be too detailed in 2 minutes. And once you've done this once, I would highly recommend repeating this a few times over. You can almost fill the page of your sketchbook with several different leaf drawings, just 2 minutes in pencil per leaf. Have a lot of fun. Now, prompt number 2 is called Fill a Page with Shapes from Nature. So what you need to do is either go outside or look through a window to the outdoors. And allow your eyes to just look at all of the different shapes and things that you can see out there in nature. Look for natural objects, things like twigs, trees, leaves, petals, buds, anything that has a different shape. Just cast your eyes across it for a few moments. Then grab your pencil, grab your sketchbook, and just draw on the page 10 different natural shapes. So you could draw the shape of a petal, followed by the shape of a twig, followed by a large tree. And don't worry if these shapes overlap. Just very roughly, intuitively, allow your eyes to trace the shape that you see outside, and your pencil follows that shape down on the page. Now, the reason we do this is to enable our brains to recognize shapes, to look for shapes in nature, to also simplify some of the more complex shapes that we see. It also helps us with visual memory, and to be honest, it's just super fun. And sometimes if I want to mess this up a little bit or have even more fun, I might try this in different coloured pencils just to add a little bit of colour onto the page. So give it a go and see how you get on. Now, one of my absolute favourite techniques to teach within my courses and to do myself when I'm out and about sketching outdoors is something called the blind contour technique. So let me explain this if you don't know what it is. So what we do when we draw, generally I would say if you're doing observational drawing, you would look maybe 80% at what you're drawing and 20% at the sketchbook page. With blind contour drawing, we look 100% at the object we're drawing and 0% at the sketchbook page. So we're drawing blind. So what I want you to do is find an object from outside, something small from nature. It could be a flower, it could be a pebble, it could be a feather, anything that sparks your curiosity and interest from outdoors, but make it something small. Don't bring a tree indoors. So grab your object, put it on the table in front of you. Look at the object, don't look at your sketchbook page. And as your eyes trace around this object, you draw that object on your sketchbook page. This exercise is very much about letting go of perfection and just enjoying the process of drawing. So give it a go. So for suggestion or prompt number 4, let's look at nature-inspired colour swatches. Now, I absolutely love colour, and nature gives us just so many beautiful colours to observe and to choose from. It can be actually quite overwhelming. So something that I love to do is to create in my sketchbooks little colour swatches based upon nature. Now you can use any material to do this. Choose something you have already, something like watercolour paint, gouache, or even coloured pencil, whatever floats your boat, but make it colourful. And I want you to look at something outdoors, whether you bring a plant indoors or whether you sit outdoors and do this, it's completely up to you. But I want you to just focus on the colour. Forget about what it is you're drawing. It could be a big landscape you're looking at, but I want you to look at those colours and then mix that colour using your paint and create a little colour swatch on the page. Move your eye to a different spot in what you're looking at and create another colour swatch. So essentially you're just picking out colour. You're looking at nature, seeing colours, and then popping a little bit of that colour down on your sketching page. And this is a brilliant way to understand your materials, to also let go of too much information and to just hone in on one thing, which is purely the colour of nature. And this particular exercise will really help you to reconnect with your creativity and with also the sensory experience of nature. Okay, so for my fifth and final prompt for you today, I'm going to call it One Object, Three Ways. So first of all, find yourself a small natural object that you can draw easily. You want to think about something like a little seed pod, perhaps a small plant such as my little cactus. Then what I want you to do is create 3 spaces in your sketchbook page, and you can draw little outlines in pencil if you want to. It's completely up to you, it's your sketchbook. Then I want you to just draw this in pencil. Once you've done your pencil drawing, select a different medium, and I'd suggest something like a pen, and then draw your object a second time using this pen. And then you guessed it, choose a third material. I always quite like to use colour for the third one, so this could be a coloured pencil, it could be watercolour, and sketch your object a third time. Now doing this will help you to really build up your powers of observation of your object and relax into sketching with different materials. It will help you to use different materials and in a way understand which ones really inspire you. What's lovely with this exercise is you get to explore different media without pressure at all. Sketching the same objects, you're not having to choose different things every time, just repeatedly sketching the same object, and you can really relax into that process of sketching. So I hope you enjoyed those 5 different sketchbook prompts and that you at least start with maybe one of them to get started in your sketchbook and putting pencil to paper. Now these are the types of exercises that I teach regularly and the sorts of exercises and tutorials that I will be sharing in my really special forthcoming event Inspired by Nature, which is a 7-day online sketching retreat. It's a whole week of gentle, guided, creative time this June. So if you'd like to learn more, click on the link below this video where you can find full information about all of the goodies that I will be sharing across the 7 days. And of course, you can register to join me as well. And if you'd like to see inside the pages of more of my sketchbooks, have a little look at my previous video, my Nature Sketchbook Flip Through. Happy sketching, everybody!